tick tock, tick tock.
So we're here to see two plays which are being produced and performed by local schools around alcohol. I feel able to do something myself about this issue. Yes or no? Could you vote now, please? And then after that we will have a discussion around the issues with a panel of experts.
My name is Kevin Jones. I run the Drugs and Alcohol Department in Tower Hamlets Youth Offending Team.
We were inviting young people and parents within Tower Hamlets to discuss issues they felt important around alcohol and underage drinking. Bethnal Green Technology College were Year 10 students.
The piece is entitled Alcohol and Me, in which we explore the issues of alcoholism among teenagers, especially here in Tower Hamlets, which has a very mixed ethnic group.
And Langdon Park were made up of Years 9 and 10 students.
This is the story of how I died. Everyone tried helping me, they really did, but I didn't listen.
And they were here today to enter a competition around the theme Alcohol and Me.
We've got to go, it's going to be the party of the year. Yeah, please come. I'm not going to be allowed. I've got an idea. How about I'll come to your house after school and I'll just persuade her that you're staying at mine? Oh, you're well smart.
Our experience has been a particular problem with young girls who have been targeted by older boys and provide them with alcohol.
Most young people drink to get drunk, not because they like the taste of it, not because they think if I drink I'm cool, but because they want to go away from problems.
We've got a panel consisting of experts drawn across agencies and services, and they will be responding to questions in the audience.
As I said, it's a taboo subject. How are we dealing with it?
For a long, long time, people just sort of buried their head in the sand and pretended it didn't happen, and it did.
So we also had an interactive voting system whereby members of the audience could participate in responding to 3 questions at the beginning and at the end, so that we could see what kind of progress had been made during the session. And finally, of course, we've got the judges giving some awards for the plays themselves.
It's a lot to do. Probably take us all night. Can she sleep over? Please?
The idea behind it was to include an element of competition between schools.
I selected a group of students who've worked with me, because I'm the Healthy Schools Programme Coordinator, on previous workshops to do with drugs.
Go and get your stuff ready and don't forget to pack your toothbrush. Believe me, we won't forget my toothbrush.
Essentially, they just had this title, Alcohol and Me, and built the whole drama around the title.
They did some work with an outside theatre group and they came up with a script.
Should we?
Just do it. What's the worst that can happen? Come on, everyone else is doing it.
I want it, I need it, I have to have it. I want it, I need it, I have to have it.
We also gave them guidance with regard to the themes, which were enforcement, health, education and communication, and social norms. And using that as a framework, they created some very dynamic plays.
Facts!
Every year, 10,000 youngsters aged 11 to 17 are admitted to hospital because of alcohol. Over half are under 16.
Facts!
Drinking can disrupt teenage brain development and cause problems with memory and attention span.
What?
Yes, would you like to ask your question?
Well, we're looking to refresh our alcohol strategy at the moment, and a lot of people will say that young people and alcohol should be a priority for us.
Please, I promise. No, Manny, you're going to have to come behind after school and do it for detention. Miss, I have plans. I have plans too, but your plans are for tonight to come into my office at 3:15, or I'm calling your mother. I'm supposed to be going out tonight, Alex. Thanks. Why is it your business? Why are you always on my case for?
You're right.
No.
Why not?
Because I'm supposed to be going out tonight, and because of her and her, I have to stay in and do coursework.
God, you're such an ugly.
Who said I was drinking?
Oh, and you stink.
Kids aren't stupid, kids know what's going on, they do know when problems are arising, they know when their friends are starting to come into problems, and I think it's important that the communication channels are there and open.
And with having a panel of people from trading standards, a GP, the treatment services, as well as the young people being very, very interactive, we were able to actually get a much more rounded view.
Why?
20p,
1
50p.
pound.
It's cheap.
Why?
Family.
We drink.
So do we.
The first play by Bethnal Green Tech was very abstract. They had freeze frames and pieces which included facts and information about alcohol.
Consequences!
throat cancer,
skin cancer, stomach cancer.
It was very much an all-round performance.
I am a father,
a brother,
a son.
And also included a range of people that could be impacted with alcohol. They really thought about the fact that it could be anyone.
Listen, Mona, they're going out every night. It ain't normal.
What do you mean it ain't normal? Move!
And the second performance was by a smaller group, 8 girls.
Oh, Miss, I've got no star in English. Well done, girls. I knew you could do it.
And their play was a drama around a personal experience, and was very much about the story around someone being killed as a result of alcohol.
Do you think I'm going to sit in an exam room with some poxy little people doing GCSEs? I'm better than that. Well, in our drama, we decided to keep it very close to our age, and how people going through GCSEs, very important time in their lives, how they can turn to drink for an answer. Want another drink? Oh, there's one there.
So in the discussion, we touched on issues of how do you know that somebody has an alcohol problem?
The Bengali parents who we deal with on a more regular basis today are more aware of the issues and are prepared to address them.
We touched on how that impacts on particular parts of the community. We looked at services, what services were available for young people.
So that we go, right, lap 7, hotspot, this street here. Let's get a rapid response team out there. Let's start talking.
We talked about education and prevention issues within schools and within the local community, and also how people could use the enforcement services locally to regulate more tightly the serving of alcohol to underage people.
It's about premises that are selling to underage, because there are severe penalties, and we do take action.
I am.
TikTok.
I am.
TikTok.
I am.
TikTok.
I am.
TikTok.
I am.
TikTok. Going, gone.
Both schools did an amazing job of their plays, some really great acting and some very, very tight and very well rehearsed drama pieces were put forward at the event, and it was very, very impressive.
Boom, 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 boom.
I made a wish for you. I don't know if it'll come true.
I wish you'd get over your weakness and become the friend I once knew.
Boom, boom.
The actual efforts and the amount of time that was put into the plays, how realistic they were, and how they did actually portray a very clear message around alcohol.
This!
For parents and carers.
Be aware of how you role model the use of alcohol in your own life.
They were very well constructed. They brought out the key issues. It made it very easy to talk about alcohol and the issues surrounding it.
Make sure your child understands that different drinks have different strengths.
The difference between vodka and beer may be obvious to you, but it needs to be spelled out for them.
Teenagers constantly pressured into alcohol every day.
The NHS spent £1.7 billion treating alcohol-related issues.
Encourage your child to eat a meal before going out to a party.
Make sure they drink a lot of water to keep hydrated before having alcohol.
It also gave us an opportunity to really understand, you know, what their interests, where they think the issues are, and what it means to be young and to be affected by alcohol.
Is it really worth it? And that's the story of how I died. The message that it's giving is, at this certain age, it's a very important time for us, and we shouldn't really be turning to drink. We should be turning to teachers and advice from parents.
We were very much looking to award a prize, and it was incredibly difficult for the panel to actually choose the best play. Both of the plays showed a huge amount of creativity as well as a real understanding of the issues.
They did it all themselves. They performed it with articulate eloquence, and I'm so proud of them.
Boom, 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 boom.
The phone rings and I hold my breath so tight.
Thank God it's just you telling me you're right.
Boom, 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 boom.
You made it home. One more night.
One more night, night.